What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to our podcast, the Mostest Okayest podcast. I am your host, Tyler, along with my co-host and one of my buddies, Steven. How you doing, man? It's been a while.
It's been a long while. It's been God, fuck, Jesus, 3 months. It's been 3 months.
Something like that. I think it's been a while. We're on a hiatus, so sorry about that, but we are going to be back on schedule. Before we get into it, make sure that you go to our Twitter and, as always, give us a follow, shoot us a DM, like some of the tweets, because we are going to get way more active now that we are back. So that's at Mostest Okayest on Twitter, and subscribe to the Mostest Okayest podcast on YouTube, where you'll find the latest and greatest information that we have to offer from all over the world that we'll talk about. So today, give you guys a little layout. We'll talk about what we've been up to in this past couple months since our last episode, and then we'll fill you in on, we'll talk about the draft, a little bit of sports in general, and we'll talk about some Marvel news that got released this week, along with something that moved up, and then we'll talk about, we missed a whole series of shows of a show, so we'll kind of talk about that a little bit and see where that can lead us into. And yeah, I think we have a good plan here to get our channel back going. We have been talking to a few people, a few other channels, and hopefully here in the next few weeks or so, we'll have a couple more guests and appear on a couple more podcasts. We're super excited to be back. We're super excited to share news with you guys, and overall, we're just it's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Oh man, this feels weird recording again. For this, like, I feel like our timing is off. We got like a timing set, and we got everything like we had everything down after like those first few episodes, and now it's just like coming back to it's different.
Right. Right. We'll get it down. We'll get it down again. Not a big deal. So sorry, go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, I mean, is your wife home? Do you want to make this announcement with her? It's something that.
Oh no, she's not home, but I was gonna make it anyway.
Okay. Well,
So
it's all you. Take it away.
yeah, so for all the listeners, I am now going to be a father, which is a huge deal for me, and my wife, of course, because she's the one that's going to be doing the most work. I just helped. Um, no, we're excited. We haven't found the gender yet. We'll find that out in June. Baby's doing good. Mother's doing good. So far, so good. The only thing that she can't stand, that I don't know if it is because, and if you guys don't know too, the wife and I both caught COVID. But again, wife and I both are doing great. Baby's doing great. So can't have no complaints there. We couldn't tell if it's from actually her having COVID or if it's actually pregnancy, but she does not like the smell or taste of garlic, which makes me so sad.
That's actually really upsetting.
Garlic is like our number one. It's for both of us. We love garlic. A lot of the places we go to um, has garlic in their food, and it's like, this is so sad. She can take it, but it's just sometimes if the smell is overbearing, it really does mess with her. But other than that, no morning sickness. She was nauseous there for a bit, but other than that, she's doing good. So we can't wait to let you guys know what the gender is, and due date is October 24th.
I'm glad your wife's doing good.
Yep.
Glad the baby's okay.
My goal is to have, I don't care what I want first, happy and healthy. I know everybody says that. I would like a boy first, but if a girl comes out, I'm not gonna be mad at all. I'd love to have a little girl, but at some point I do want a brother sister tandem. I think that's sort of the normal for, a lot of parents to have. And I grew up with a brother sister. I grew up with a brother sister. I am the brother, and I have a sister, and Steven grew up with a sister. So I want to continue that. Why do I say we, like you and I are having the baby?
I don't know, man. You got some underlying things going on there that I don't know about.
Maybe, I don't know.
Who knows? But
But yeah,
yeah.
no, that's the big announcement that you guys have missed. I teased it in our last episode. If you guys listened to that a long time ago, but
I don't even know if
yeah,
I posted that episode.
I don't know either.
It
I
might
really
not. It
don't know.
might not be one that was posted. But like
Well, yeah, the video's not this. The scene's not posted. Then you guys don't know about me teasing it, but it's fine.
we had like a huge setup for it, and then it was like, nope, never mind. We dropped off the face of the earth.
We're just teases to everybody. That's what we try to be.
Oh yeah, nothing turns people on more than my fucking fat folds.
Oh.
Just wonderful.
I'm telling y'all, if you guys were to ever, when you guys do listen to this and you guys just picture Santa Claus, but not in shape.
Picture Santa Claus, but instead of round and jolly, it's more like just like a sad, disformed bowl of Jello.
Plump and depressed.
Oh god, it's so bad.
Good to be back. It's good to be back.
I guess it is.
So what else? I guess we got to talk about what else we've been up to. Steven, you got big news the other day.
Oh yeah, I guess a job is pretty big news.
It is.
A job is big news. Now I'm not gonna die to all the loan sharks. They're not gonna kill me. I can actually start paying people back what I owe them, and I'm not gonna die.
Good. That's always good. You don't die from the mafia or the mob there.
Oh no, I don't want that.
Nope.
Oh god, I don't know. A lot of stuff's happened. The 90s are now like we're in it. The 90s were 30 years ago. I'm very sad.
Yeah, that's
depressing. I don't know. Not a whole lot still happened. A lot of stuff's still been shut down. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to the next couple months when we can finally start doing stuff again and we can start going to fucking movies.
You say that like the movies aren't actually open.
I don't trust people. Okay?
Well, they're pretty clean. I've been there a few times already, and they do actually a really good job of cleaning and making sure everybody's spaced out correctly. And when you buy tickets, you get 2 seats next to you that are closed off completely. So those 2 seats are.
But I don't like people. I want like 7 seats. Get the fuck away from me.
Go to a movie that doesn't.
That and I mean, I don't know about you. I mean, I know about you. Don't mind seeing old movies, but I'm not gonna go like pay fucking $10 a ticket to go watch something that came out 40 years ago.
Well, those ones are only like $5. So
it's still I don't care.
Sometimes the movies are nice to see in the older movies you never saw in theater to go see in theater. It's kind of cool.
I mean, like I'd go watch Star Wars if it was a packed theater, but I don't want to watch it by myself.
I watched Empire and it was really good.
I have Empire on Blu-ray. Watch it on my TV.
It looks really good in theater though.
It probably does. I don't care. What else is going on? What did we miss? We missed. I guess we talked about the Arenado trade, but that wasn't an episode we didn't post. So
that'll be here shortly. When it comes to that, sports, we'll talk about nerd news basically.
What have we been up to?
Yeah, based on what we've been up to. We've been playing a lot of games. We got
a lot of stuff.
They released the show on Xbox. So we've been playing that. We've been playing Warzone, which we love but pisses us off to no end.
Oh, you love it? I consider uninstalling every day. Every day. Like I sit there, I play it. Like the way that the cycle of Warzone goes is I sit there and I'm like, okay, this sounds like fun. Let's do it. I hop in for the first game. We do pretty good. We usually come in like the top 10, top 5 the first game. And the rest of the night's just a shit show. And 4 games in, I'm seriously contemplating just like uninstalling the game. About 8 games in, I'm contemplating just going out and walking into the middle of the street.
You do live next to the interstate, so you could go do that.
Oh yeah, I live right by the interstate. I could definitely just hop
Why did
hop
that
the
kid
rail.
kill himself? Oh, because he hates Warzone, and then you could get like your family would get tons of money or something because you could blame Warzone.
Because then you can sue Warzone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't. Call of Duty'd be like, you could just shut off the game, like
You can just turn it off. You gotta be that bad.
Well, God, the Super Bowl was boring.
I'm pretty sure we talked about that.
As I say, I've done literally nothing. I've been looking for a job. Got one last week finally after fucking like the last 8 months of looking for a job.
Prostitution.
I don't know. I shaved off the pubes on my face. Everybody likes to make fun of me for. No more facial hair, like a fucking 10-year-old child.
Steven, you would never look like a 10-year-old child. You look like you swallowed a 10-year-old child.
You know, okay, I'm talking about facial wise, okay?
You still do not look like a 10-year-old. The face is like the face of a grizzly bear that's shaved.
Oh, so now I look like... Okay, thank you.
With pubes on its face.
Why is this noise gate so just insane? Like I have to talk like right here for my freaking... I have to talk here for like my software to pick up my voice because the noise gate is stupid.
What's been picking up your voice this whole time?
Yeah, you have, but the software isn't.
Well, turn it off because I turned mine off and it sounds better.
Oh yeah, turn off the noise gate. But that means that my fat ass can't just be heaving the whole fucking time because then it's gonna get caught up. So
that's true.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to do some. Back. Hello, you
Is this all going on in this episode?
This is gonna go in the episode. Yeah, this is just the technical difficulties part of this. Yeah,
great,
100%.
Play the Jeopardy theme song behind this.
I know, right? This is what happens when we do this shit live. No. I don't know. I feel like it's better to get these moments in, cutting them out, because I hate you so much. Just turn it off! Okay, we're good. Let's go. We're fine.
All right. So, other than that, that's what we've been up to. Before we move on to the next segment, we are going to take a quick break.
Thank you guys for tuning back in. We know we've been away for a long time. It's probably... You probably missed us dearly, just wondering how you're going to survive without us. But we're back. But before we move on to the rest of the podcast, we would like you to hear a word from our sponsors. Thank you.
They have not left us yet. Dogecoin!
Holy shit! We're screaming! This is like a Fox News panel! Loud noises!
Loud noises!
So that's where we're going. That's where we're going.
We're going to start off with the brilliance of Elon Musk. So this week he's going to be on Saturday Night Live. And if you guys haven't invested in Dogecoin yet, I would suggest please do. But do not take me as telling you what to invest in.
Yeah, we are not financial advisors.
Oh my god.
Okay, I have to cut that out.
You don't have to.
I mean, but yeah, we're not financial advisors. Don't take what we're saying as financial advice. Please don't, because holy fuck, we don't want you coming to our doors with pitchforks and torches if we lead you astray. But yeah, Dogecoin, that's looking nice. Fucking juicy. Oh my god. Ah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How many
yeah.
I'm gonna take that, and that's gonna be my new ringtone for you on my fucking phone.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be the ringtone.
Got a damn good show for y'all.
But yeah, Doge fucking... It for the last couple months, it's been gradually moving up, and then people are like, yeah, to the moon, $1, and then it shits, and then it falls back down to like 10 cents, and then last time it went up, it hit what 40, and then it dropped back down to 20, and it sat at 20 for like a couple weeks. And then where the fuck is it at now? Is it what, like 61 cents? Is it still at 16?
Right now. It's right now at 6:48 p.m. May 5th. It is at 64 cents.
Oh my god!
So they're projecting. It was at 66 cents, 67 cents. So the highest it got at today, I see 68 cents. People are projecting it to hit $1. Steven and I both got in pretty early, so we're thinking that of course it hits $1. I have about $58. I can buy out of it now, which is great. I only have like no, I put in $58. Sorry. I have a ton of Doge, but
put in 58, which means you're about to be a rich man here real soon.
Yeah. So I also too I got into the GME movement, the GameStop movement, and made some good change. But
yeah. Well, with I'm gonna be working a few days here. Get money at the end of shifts. So
don't be crazy though. Don't be crazy.
I might go depending on how much I make in these couple days here. I might go drop $50 on it because
I would say again, this is not us telling you.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying what I'm gonna do. If I'm stupid and I fuck it up and I lose $50,
just know you have to know that if it hits $1, it's probably gonna shoot back down.
Yep.
Unless it's like Bitcoin and just slowly works its way up.
Oh, dude. Imagine Doge becoming the next Bitcoin.
That'd be amazing.
Could you imagine Doge overtaking Bitcoin?
The meme? The meme?
The meme? Taking over the top crypto currency? It's like when it's like in a horror movie when like the kids think they killed the bad guy. And like the last 5 seconds of the movie he just shows up and cuts all their heads off or something.
Jesus Christ.
I'll say it's
dark web or something?
I mean, come on, like that's like the premise of every like Friday the 13th movie. We actually killed him. And then, oh, he's not dead.
Not with kids though.
I mean, they are technically kids. They're what, teenagers?
Yeah, that's true. To us now they're kids.
You know how sad that makes me? That
pretty sad.
That teenagers are like children to us now.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
Fucking sucks.
So
much.
Yeah, it does. So going off the Doge and going straight in, beep, 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 going straight in to sports news. Da-da-da, da-da-da, I put a little bit on there so we wouldn't get
sued.
Yep. Everybody knows the beginning, but nobody knows the end. So I mixed it in there, and everybody's like, "Oh, it doesn't."
It's not that actual sports network's anthem.
That one network that produces news about sports that is owned by Mickey Mouse.
Disney is probably the worst when it comes to copyright too.
Oh, they'll shut your ass.
They will fucking end you. It's all fun and games when you're going to Disneyland and you're riding the rides and you're buying the merch, but you step on the mouse's territory, he turns into a fucking mob boss.
Yuck. He'll send Goofy after your ass.
He's coming to yuck you up.
He's gonna hook you up if you keep taking my Disney. Where's my fucking money?
Oh man, it sucks because it's so hard not to love Disney stuff, but then at the same time you're like, gotta toe the line. You don't want to. Don't piss off the mouse. We all know
all the South Park episodes.
Yeah, I'll say we all know what he had Randy Marsh do to Winnie the Pooh. Wasn't
not Winnie the Pooh. Also, what he did in if you guys haven't seen the quarantine special yet, which the quarantine and the vaccination special, which if you haven't yet, all right. What does he have sex with? Not the bat. He has sex with the what is it? What's the animal?
Oh, I forgot. Oh
God.
I don't remember. I haven't watched it in like a couple months.
It's been a while.
There are episodes I thought they were gonna drop off, but it got so much better. Like, I think they got put up against a wall because it's easier to write satire when the world's not crazy. But when the world just becomes insane and you can't write satire, you just kind of just. I think that's when they just decide to dive off the deep end. They're like, "Fuck it, who cares now? Let's just write whatever we feel like."
I thought this was America.
I don't. Have I said it before? I think I've told you before.
Wait! Who just joined in?
Who the fuck is this? You ruined my overlays, you dick!
Who this?
I don't know who this is. Is this Garcia?
It looks like it. It's some Abaddon. Everybody, we have a guest. He just joined. I don't know what the hell he's doing. So we have another technical difficulty here because.
Are you gonna
there he is.
Are you gonna talk? Okay, it is Garcia. That means I can make him a new little thing here, and we can make it all nice and pretty.
Oh, thanks for welcoming me, you guys. You guys are awesome.
Everybody, this is Rogelio Garcia,
the one and only.
One and only, also known as Abaddon 89er. He has so many different changes of names that
I change it up so much. I don't even know myself.
So you made it just in time. We're gonna start doing. We're gonna start talking about the NFL draft and other sports news. So,
put it right here. We're gonna fucking put it right below his profile picture. There it is. Now he's part of the podcast.
Please don't put a profile picture and just say that. Cut it at the end. Just say we're gonna blow it up. We're gonna put it right below.
Put it right up his ass.
Oh my god.
God. We're going to move on a little bit to the sports, NFL draft news, all that fun stuff. So I thought that was a really good draft. So as you guys know, me and Steven are Broncos fans, and unfortunately, Garcia is
this fucking loser.
Hey, I can't agree more, but trash. Like, why am I here?
You suck!
God. What overlay do you have for this one? Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, this is a good one to have Garcia on because we just
dumpster fire.
Just get so that is exactly what the Texans are. They're a dumpster fire. So if you guys watch the draft, the Texans are not the first round pick because they are absolutely the worst team in trades.
First and second round, no pick.
Trash.
That's right. So, you guys didn't never pick till the third round.
So I mean, I wonder. So my question is, Garcia, again, how does it feel that you guys gave up the best receiver in the league? You guys gave up and let walk one of the best defensive linemen in the league. Now he's been injured, blah blah blah, but he's still one of the best ones. And then you guys are pissing off one of the best quarterbacks in the league. How does that make you feel?
I can't even think of a word, man. You can't say pissed because that's nothing. Like it's a team. I'm serious. It's a franchise that has no idea what they're doing. Like, let's just be honest. The Browns, right? One time were a bad franchise. They're winning now. The Texans are making horrible just moves, man. Questionable moves. And that was under Bill O'Brien, right? Bill O'Brien.
You guys had it for so long. Like, you guys had
But it was only 4 years, though. It was 4 years of consistency.
You guys went to what? The AFC Championship? No, not the AFC Championship.
No, divisional.
You guys almost beat the Chiefs. And that's where I think your guys' downfall went, is when you guys let the Chiefs come back.
Oh, what was it, a 23-point lead or something like
that? It was something bad.
I try to forget those things. Yeah, I'm like,
we won't ever let you forget.
But here's the thing, though.
This is the reason why he drinks.
It all happened in the first quarter. Like, let's be honest. You give Pat Mahomes that much time, you're gonna fucking lose.
That's true.
You're gonna lose.
Unless your name's Tom Brady.
Unless you're Tom Brady, then golly. But overall, I'm like, why do they even have a team for Houston? Like, sell the team.
Move to Alaska.
Hey, I was reading an article, right, about a player like interacting with the owner, the new owner now. And they said they had walked in to talk about, X, Y, and Z. And they said this guy was playing video games in his office.
Sounds like Steven.
Just on the floor. And he owns a team.
Yeah,
like, what are you fucking doing?
That sounds like if Steven owned a team.
Nah.
Oh, but then I look at these picks, right? Like, the first pick they got was David Mills from fucking Stanford. You ever heard of David Mills?
Nope. Not once in my life.
But it sends a message. That's the Texans' first pick this year. Like, okay, Deshaun's out. Like, what do y'all think about Deshaun?
I think he's a good quarterback. I just don't.
Okay, he's a great quarterback, but the position, please take him. I was hoping he would go to Denver. I really
I would
was.
love to take him.
No.
You're crazy.
So this is the thing, everybody.
We're not going to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this.
We'll get into it.
Because then we'll get into it, and then we won't stop talking about it for hours.
Let's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So back to the draft. So we're gonna start off with our own team, Steven. What do you give Denver Broncos draft grade? Like what's your grade that you give to them?
I give them like a solid B plus.
That's not bad.
It wasn't a perfect draft, but I can see where they're going. They're trying to. I mean, because we're gonna have to get rid of Callahan or Darby at the end of the year. Not be able to keep them both. So,
well, Callahan's contract is done after this year.
Well, yeah, so's Darby's. I think the kid we drafted, cornerback in the first round. He's
come on, name him.
I can't fucking remember his name. I don't know college players' names. You know this.
Patrick Surtain, man.
Surtain.
Second.
Cool.
Second or
Bama.
Second. He's
yeah.
Oh, so you know that, but you don't know the freaking full name?
Yes, Tyler, because I'm fucking stupid. We've gone over this before. But no, I mean they're preparing for the inevitable loss of somebody. I feel like what is his name? Javonte Williams, pick from North Carolina, the running back. I think that's a good pick.
Yep.
I mean, he's. I saw Phillips tweet. Did you see his tweet like when it happened?
Yep.
And I was like, man, I understand him being salty about it. I really do, but this kid can take a hit. This kid can block. Like,
so this is the thing that everybody was saying that I agree with. So also, Darby was a free agent, so no, his contract's not up till the 2024. I'm looking at his contract right now. Darby's is up. Callahan's is up. Fuller. It's Fuller.
Oh, it's Fuller. Oh, okay. I was there. We're set to lose 2 cornerbacks. It's Fuller though.
Yeah,
okay.
Fuller and Callahan. But talking about what Philip Lindsay said, I love the guy to death. He was a fan favorite, but he just was not a number one. He can't take the hits. He exploited the offense, to where it's like the teams knew what was going to happen when he was in. Yeah. He wasn't going to get the ball in between the tackles. He was either going to go out for a pass, and he said, and everybody knew that if they were going to pass, he was going to block. They could blow his ass up.
Yeah.
And I think with Melvin started really showing a lot of promise at the end of the year. If he just holds on to the ball, Melvin can be a top 10 running back easy.
And healthy too.
And healthy, yeah.
Healthy's a big thing.
Yeah.
I don't remember when I tweeted. Pretty sure it was like week 3. But I remember watching that game and like Melvin had like 2 fumbles, and I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" I was like, "Why did we go out and get this guy? Why did we waste all this money?" And then like literally turned it around like 2 weeks later, and I was like, "Well, now I feel like a fucking idiot because I'm sitting here talking all this shit about him."
Doesn't it?
And yeah, it happens a lot, Tyler. Thank you for making me vocally say it out loud on the podcast. Yes, it happens a lot where I feel fucking stupid. Thank you.
Hey, who's y'all starting safety? Strong safety.
It's we have Justin Simmons and Kareem Jackson.
Oh, that's right. Y'all do have Kareem Jackson.
Yeah, we got him back.
But y'all drafted Caden Stearns though, man. Dang.
Yeah. We went defense heavy in this.
Yeah, we did big time. I do like what is he, a tackle or a guard?
Oh, the kid from Wyoming Northern or something like that.
Yeah, what do they call him? The gut. Yeah, that dude. I saw that video when they tweeted it out, like his workouts like at his house. That dude fucking just like knocks down trees and shit.
He's a big boy.
Oh yeah, he a big man.
He's a big boy. And I mean,
with the news of yesterday, it's going to be more important than ever that we have another fucking offensive lineman, because holy shit.
There we go. That's a good thing to talk about, too. So what do you guys think? You guys also what happened to Juwan James. Juwan James goes down with an Achilles tear, but he was getting ready he was working out for football. So the NFL and the contracts have a thing where they can void the contract if you're doing something stupid, as in basketball or something that's not football related. what do you guys think? He's up for about 20 million this year because the contract that he signed, it pushes the 10 million that he lost last year for COVID, pushes it to this year plus his 2021 contract. So technically he'd be up for about 20 million. I don't think he has a lot of guarantee left in it. So the COVID, he's not going to play a single down because of his Achilles tear. Do you guys think that we should take it away from him? Do you think we should cut him? What do you guys think should happen?
Even that's all you.
I was gonna say I understand not wanting to play with what happened last year. I get it. And it was a tough thing to navigate last season. I mean, they didn't even decide they were gonna play games until what, like July, until June.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I understand not wanting to play. And I fully understand him trying to get back into shape before season starts. But I mean, I wouldn't say don't pay the man, because I don't think that's the right thing to do. But I definitely wouldn't give him the full 20 million, because I mean, he's not gonna be able to play for you. And I mean, it's not like he did it, dicking around. He actually did it for the reason why he's trying to come back. He's trying to play. And I mean, it's just an unfortunate circumstance. It happens sometimes. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't give him the full 20 million. I'd try to figure out a way to work with him. But I mean, if he's going to sit there after missing a season, and then definitely going to miss this season, and he's going to be like, no, you're going to pay me everything that you owe me. I mean, if he's not going to take the situation into account and circumstances into account, and he's not going to meet you halfway, then don't give him the money. Be like, okay, right. Well, go to him with the message that we're going to try to meet you halfway here. We understand what happened was an accident. Let's figure out what we can do. But if he's not willing to meet them halfway, just cut him. I mean, he's not going to be any use to us. So
I really do like that idea, and I think that'd be the best route possible, because as a football team, Denver needs to show that they are doing this because they're held as one of the classy teams. So if they at least go to him and say, hey, look, we're willing to do this. We know you're injured, but we're willing to work with you. Because if they just don't pay him, what does that look?
That looks bad.
It looks bad for new free agents, or this other stuff. They can sit there and say, oh, we have all this money, but other teams are like, yeah, but if you get injured, we'll pay you. And they're like, oh, okay, cool, we'll go there. At least if Denver can, it sucks because you don't want it to be a publicity stunt, but then part of it's like, kind of need to do it, because now a lot of people are arguing that Denver's going to rob him. And I mean, I would say pay him, work something out to where at least you can show the people in the NFL that. I think they released a memo today. I didn't see it. I didn't read into it. I'll read into it here in a couple minutes, but I would say pay, at least like you said, Steven, meet him halfway, try and figure something out, and then go from there. And make yourself look good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, you said it's what, around 20 mil? I mean,
yeah.
Try to go to him with like a 9.5. Be like, we'll offer you 9.5, and give somebody who can negotiate that room and be willing to go up to like 11. But if he's going to be like, no, I want like 18, 19, be like, dude, can't give that to you to sit on the bench for a season. Like, we can't give that to you, with you hurt and missing last year too, we don't even know if you're going to be able to play for us next year. Like, what if this is an injury that persists? Then we just gave you money for no reason.
So I'm reading the memorandum that was sent to chief executives, club presidents, general managers, and head coaches from the NFL. So it says, I'm just going to try and sum this up. I'll read a couple paragraphs. So the media recently reported that Denver Broncos player Jawan James suffered a significant, potentially season-ending injury while working out at a private gym away from the club's facility. Mr. James's $10 million Paragraph 5 salary for the 2021 season was fully guaranteed for skill, injury, and cap purposes. Several clubs have inquired about the contractual implications resulting from the fact that Mr. James sustained this season-ending injury while training away the Broncos facility. Injury sustained while player is working out, in quotation marks, on his own in a location other than an NFL facility are considered non-football injuries and are outside the scope of a typical skill, injury, and cap guarantee. Such injuries are also not covered by the protections found in paragraph 9 of the NFL player contract, meaning that clubs have no contractual obligation to provide salary continuation during the year in which the injury was sustained. And then it says, by contrast, injuries sustained by a player while working out at a club facility, and that part is very underlined and bold, or specifically authorized by his club are considered football-related injuries. So basically, they're saying that when they're at a club facility, that can be thrown into the whole "you're good, football-related injury, we'll pay you."
But
So
it
this
also could be argued too, like it's in the contract. You should have
it
known
is,
that.
and they said that they came out and said we, under our agreement with the NFL Players Association, players that sustain football-related injuries are entitled to significant protections, including payment of paragraph 5 salary, medical care, pension credit, players unable to perform services for 3 regular season games due to injury, and other benefits such as injury protection, which will provide payments to players in seasons following the season of a career-ending injury. So basically, they're saying like, look, this is what Denver can do under what you guys, all the NFL players are getting bad. This is what you guys agreed to. Here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be a rough situation.
It will be.
Because I mean,
agree.
at the end of the day, what Juwan James's argument could be is, what if this was a star player? You'll pay him. You want to keep him on salary. You wouldn't want him to leave. I mean, Juwan James is not. I don't want to insult the man, but he's no star. He's not a star player. So I mean, I could.
But you could also throw COVID in there too. COVID.
That's true.
Just saying, like, they agreed upon this. I don't know when, if it was last year or the year before, but if it's blatantly in their agreement and their contract, and you failed to read that or acknowledge that, this memorandum serves as a reminder to everyone here that, hey, understand what the standards are, the requirements, and go from there. But it's going to be a mess for Denver, like, absolutely, and for this guy.
Like I
there's
said,
no way around it.
With it.
Yeah.
Because God forbid the Texans would deal with this and they'd be just like up in arms. Their whole team would implode. The Texans.
God.
You just taking shots at them, man.
73 players signed this offseason. 73.
Yeah, signed 73.
Yes. Look it up.
That is a fuck ton of people.
That's like
that is
an expansion team.
Yeah.
That is a team in its own, yeah.
Yeah, really.
So the NFL, I thought, like I said, the NFL draft was great. It sucks because, now we have to wait a couple more months. We won't talk about a certain player's news because this will cause freaking more hatred and more freaking yelling. Even though, let's just talk about, we won't talk we'll say where his top 3 choices are, and we'll talk about what's going on. We won't say where he should go. We won't say anything like that.
Why do you want to even bring it up now?
Nope.
Too late.
I'm going to bring it up, but we're not going to go too deep into it because I know how you feel about it, you jackass.
All right, let's talk about it.
So the guy in question, of course, is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game, Aaron Rodgers. He is very displeased with Green Bay. I would be too. God forbid they help him in any sense of the word. You have Devontae Adams, but I mean, who else do you have? He's made some of those. He made those receivers and tight end Aaron Jones, all that, almost not household names, but to football enthusiasts, they know who they are. Alan Lazard, a couple other people in there because I, God forbid, don't know him. Marquise Scantling, that's another one. I think, yeah. But he said that he is displeased with them. There's reports saying that he came out in a group chat making fun of their owner, comparing him to Jerry Krause. And if you don't know who Jerry Krause is, that's the guy that if you've seen the Michael Jordan documentary, Last Dance, you'll know how much he was hated in that Bulls franchise. So if you know how bad Jerry Krause was, well, then there you go. So he's named 3 places that he's wanted to go: Denver, the Raiders, and San Francisco. We thought draft night. He thought that not draft night, the night before the draft. He thought he was going to be a 49er. But Green Bay said no. So we're not going to talk about what teams, all this and that. But do you guys think that he will be a Green Bay Packer uniform start of the season?
Yep.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think he'll be playing as a
Nope.
Green Bay Packer?
I don't think he'll be playing, but he will be in a uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you were expecting that conversation to go different, weren't you?
I have to bite my tongue, ladies and gentlemen, because we have had this huge argument already. We're not going to get into it. If you guys could see the messages, you guys would see the messages. We'll go off that.
He's gonna be a Packer. They're not gonna let him go unless they can.
Okay, move on. Shut up, because I'm gonna start getting pissed off.
All right. Man.
Okay, now that the draft has been done, the free agency, your guys' early predictions for the Super Bowl.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa. I'm gonna have to go with Tampa.
Buffalo.
Tampa and Buffalo. Okay.
I'm gonna say Tampa and the Chiefs.
There's gonna go Tampa and Houston.
No.
I think
no.
I think the Chiefs got it.
Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs got exposed. I think that teams are gonna take what the Bucks did. They're gonna try to implement it as well as they can, and the Chiefs are gonna go. I don't think they're gonna, be terrible. They're still gonna win the West, but they'll be like a 11-5, 10-6. And
see, but that's the thing, though. I kind of agree, but I kind of don't, because you still have Patty Mahomes, who you really can't plan for. Patrick Mahomes, you can't plan for, and you have to have the right personnel too. Because the Buccaneers have the correct personnel to do what they need to do. I can see Denver having that personnel to do that. They need to lock down Kelsey. You lock down Hill. You're good. Let Mahomes beat you with his feet, and let Mahomes beat you with other people.
Denver is a unique team because if nobody gets hurt, I'm praying. I hope. If nobody gets hurt, the team will contend, 100%. With the team they have, they will contend for. They'll contend for the West. But if we lose 2-3 key players like we did last year, it's another 5-win season, and I'm gonna hate myself. That's just the way it's gonna be.
Yeah, I agree.
Because, like last year, on paper, our team is strong, and our team is they can do things. We lost Vaughn, lost Sutton, and
lost Locke.
Last season just fucking terrible. Last season sucked.
See, if we get a certain someone, maybe our wins will go up. But
shut the fuck up! We ain't doing that.
Okay, early prediction for MVP.
MVP? Josh Allen. I'm gonna come out and say Josh Allen throws 40 touchdowns this season.
Yeah, but I can go along with that.
I don't want to shit on like the Ravens parade, but I think Lamar is gonna be a bust. I think he's gonna be that quarterback that can get them to the playoffs, but he's never gonna take them any further.
You can't really say he's a bust. That's still considered a good quarterback if he can take him to the playoffs, because it does rely on the team. You're not a bust if you actually. He's a pretty damn good quarterback. He's got some mobility. He's got a good.
Okay, then I won't say bust, but he's not their answer. I think he's.
They need other pieces.
They need other parts, or they need another quarterback.
No, they don't need another quarterback. They need a better receiving core. They don't have anybody. Marquise Brown is okay, but they need
the answer.
So,
they needed to go get Allen Robinson from Chicago. I thought he would have fit perfectly with that.
That's actually.
But
I don't see Lamar. No, I don't see him coming out and going lighting the world on fire again. I don't see it happening.
If Flacco can win a Super Bowl, so can Lamar.
Let's agree to disagree about who won that Super Bowl. Ray Lewis.
Like Phil Simms.
Ray Lewis won that Super Bowl.
Like Phil Simms.
Don't ever tell me how Phil Simms won that Super Bowl. They won. They scored 10 points. Ugh.
I'm gonna call it now. Russell Wilson.
Russ,
For sure.
I could see
Russell Wilson.
I think
feel like-
Russ. I feel like Russ is gonna do the same thing. They're gonna go out. He's gonna be 6-7 games. They're like, oh my god, look at Russ. He's MVP. And then at the end of the season, everybody's gonna be like, let Russ cook. And then they're out of the playoffs.
If DK Metcalf could be a little bit more consistent running these routes, they're gonna have a big year, man.
Bro, did you guys see that he's trying to run against a 100-meter dash against some Olympians? He's gonna try and run the Olympics this year. That's a fast, big man.
That's crazy. Yeah. That is insane. Like,
well,
the way he played last year was just freaking insane, man.
Well, he did on that interception where he chased, was it Buda Baker down or something like that?
Yeah.
Holy
I think so.
God.
That was a crazy play.
That was a freaking beast, man.
Yeah, I feel like Russ is always the guy that talks. I mean, I feel like you said, 7-8 games in, it's always he's always in that discussion. It is about how the season ends, but I mean, I feel like did they even draft any offensive linemen this time around?
That's a good
because I mean that is the biggest hindrance to their team right now. Is that Russ looks cool when he's scrambling for his life and he pulls out some crazy shit, but that's the negative, is that Russ is always scrambling for his life. I mean, you can't give that man a break.
That's part of the reason why he wanted out at the beginning of the offseason too.
Yeah,
he wasn't getting any support, and then all of a sudden he's good.
So I mean, if you get Russ a line, and those crazy spectacular plays happen less often because they don't have to, then the Seahawks are probably a Super Bowl contender again. But
they drafted one offensive lineman in the 6th round.
Oh,
yep, from Florida.
From Florida.
Did they sign any linemen during free agency?
I don't think so.
Oh my God.
So
I don't know what's going on in Seattle.
My early prediction for comeback player of the year is going to be Vaughn.
I
think Vaughn comes out and shuts everybody up, and he's heard the news. He's heard the rumblings about Denver wants, all the fans wanted to trade him, but we still love him. Blah blah blah. I think he comes out and is like, okay, and then he goes and I think he competes for defense player of the year too.
I would love it. I love that idea.
Because I really can't think of anybody else that can come back player of the year, honestly.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
I'd have to agree with Vaughn, man. If he could stay healthy, like legit, because he's been injured for the past 3 years, just not consistent, dealing with.
Well, I mean,
shit after shit, man.
Even when he played a couple years back, he still had that injury that always got him every couple of weeks. I mean, he got drafted 2011.
Yeah,
he's got a couple more years in him. I mean, I could see him, going 13, 14 seasons. But I mean, this is going to be the determining one. If he gets hurt again, I mean, I don't know what we do. I don't know what we do with him.
See,
but if he
no, go ahead. Sorry.
I'll say if he comes out healthy and comes out and he shows up. I mean, this is the last year of his contract too, right? So. I feel like if he does well, we offer him like a 3-4 year contract. He ends his career here, and that's it. So that's if he does well.
Here's my question. Here's my question, real quick. When is the last time y'all had a very strong linebacking core, like legit?
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Super Bowl in 2015.
We had Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall, Todd Davis, DeMarcus.
And DeMarcus went up and down, so I guess you can go that.
DeMarcus went from line to linebacker from time.
And we did have Shaquille Barrett too over on that side too, who was, I mean, he wasn't that good at that point, but my God, everybody sees what he can do now. So
we should never have gotten rid of Shaq Barrett.
I think if y'all had a really strong core again, like Von Miller wouldn't have to do as much, man. He's like putting the team on his back.
I think that's what we're hoping with Bradley Chubb is Bradley starting to come in. If those two stay healthy, who's going to stop him? Because Bradley showed up a little bit last year before he got injured, and
I think Chubb and Vaughn are going to be great if, like I said, they stay healthy. I feel like they're hoping that Browning could come in and be like not an instant starter, but like by week 4 or 5, he could be slotting in pretty regularly and producing. Yeah, I mean, if we can have him come in and produce, I mean, even if he is just a backup and he's off the bench, I mean, our defense is
Our defense is gonna be solid this year.
It's gonna be crazy. Yeah.
So defense player of the year, I'm gonna go again with
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be Aaron Donald. I mean, it's never not.
Until he starts to digress or regress. I mean, I can't see anybody else not getting it because that man is so good and so just such a defensive force that I don't know. I
mean, what was it when Shaq Barrett had sacks 2 years ago? I mean, unless he comes out and has like a crazy season again.
I don't know, man.
I mean,
I don't know
because Aaron Donald's a monster. That dude's terrifying. Like,
yeah.
You see the Rams on your schedule, you're game planning around him. I mean, they have the corners and stuff, but I mean, you're still sitting there going, how the fuck do we stop this guy? How do we get to the point where the corners become a problem? Because
Jalen Ramsey's already a problem anyway.
Well,
so.
I'm saying, like, how do we get to the point where they become a problem? Because we can't even get the ball off. Like, at this point, they're not a problem yet. We have to figure out a way to stop this guy.
Right.
And I mean, it's a shame. I feel like Aaron Donald might be one of those great players who never wins a Super Bowl. Like, unless he gets put on a team that's more well-rounded, or if the Rams somehow, become a more consistent offense, he's going to go down as one of those great players who never wins a Super Bowl.
And you can say that they may be more consistent this year with Stafford. I mean,
they might be.
Stafford brings a little bit better arm than Goff. He brings that. He still has the deep ball. He brings a little bit more experience. I think that they may be more consistent now with Stafford back there because I think Goff was a better, under center. Let's hand the ball off for his 3-step drop. Stafford he's really smart. He knows the game. He's been around. And he can do the shotgun, and he can kind of make the offense a little bit more fun. I mean, yeah, he's not super mobile, but he can take the hits. He can make the reads correctly. I mean, I think it's going to be a little more exciting to watch the Rams this year, too.
I hope so. I really do. That Super Bowl a couple years ago, probably the worst Super Bowl of my life. That Super Bowl was so boring.
Well, I think on that note, we are going to end this segment real quick. Steven, you want to do the outro real fast? You're really good at it.
Let's do the outro. All right, we're gonna end the segment. Hope you guys are enjoying so far, but give us just a brief moment for a word from our sponsors, and we will be right back.
All right, everybody, welcome back for our last segment. This one's just gonna be called Nerd News. So we're gonna talk about anything and everything that's has to do with nerds, so movies, video games, all that fun stuff. So the first thing, of course, we're gonna talk about, I think all three of us saw it, is the little trailer for Phase 4, I guess, and all the release dates for all the new movies coming out from Marvel.
Good trailer.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Wakanda Forever, the Marvels. I think today Tom Hiddleston came out and said that they're moving the Loki premiere up from June 11th to June 9th. I mean, yeah, it's 2 days, but it's 2 days you don't have to wait for it. So,
for 2 days, I'm excited.
As everybody knows, we had Falcon and Winter Soldier. Garcia, did you see that?
Hell yeah, I did.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about it. If you haven't seen it, I'm sorry because we're gonna spoil the hell out of it. It was great. I'm so happy that he is officially Captain America. I'm so happy that they did Isaiah Bradley right and made him, showed him the good ways. I'm so happy that Bucky is happy again, or whenever he was happy.
For the first time in the MCU.
Yeah.
Excited Bucky.
And I think it's gonna be really cool, and I'm really interested to see how this flows into, just like WandaVision, how this flows into the other movies. Okay. I really don't give a shit about Black Widow anymore. I keep seeing it, and it just keeps pushing it back. So I just hope it dies.
It's a filler.
Okay, so I want to get this off my chest. Like,
oh god, here we go.
Right off the bat. Can we all agree that the Sharon being the power broker reveal was the most weak part of that show?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's telegraphed from a mile away, and then they wait until the finale, like, oh, this is some big reveal. It's like, come on.
No, we all knew it. Come on, it's apparent. Come on.
it's
Louis Dreyfus coming in out of nowhere.
like that was more surprising. Like I was like, okay. And I mean, I don't know how much you know about Tessa. That's huge. You know,
I really was hoping it was like I really hoped the Power Broker. I was hoping it was like Justin Hammer or something.
I see. I was kind of hoping it would be like some person we hadn't seen in a long time. Like yeah, like Hammer would have been good.
Because Hammer would have been interesting because that could have led right into like that could have been a huge lead into Armor Wars, like ginormous lead into Armor Wars.
But like the Sharon Carter reveal is like it's so weak. Like
yeah,
it's like really.
She's
like,
not weak in my head. I promise you that. I would power break her in 2 seconds.
Okay, let's move on from that really fast. But I mean, a lot of the stuff was pretty heavy-handed. A lot of it was, you know, this is the issue we're trying to tackle, and it's like,
right, they did it right.
I get it, and you know, I didn't really find it as cringy as everybody else might have. I saw a lot of people on the internet, you know, oh, it's injustice. We kind of understand it. Why do you have to throw it down our throats? And it's like,
the fuck out of here, man.
I mean,
the only thing that I can kind of go with. I read this thing. The guy said that he's like, you know, I understand what they're doing. I agree with it. It's great, cool, whatever. They're like, but you have to understand that. Do you think that this would be going on with everything else that just happened in that universe with the or the blip, I guess, and you know, everybody trying to recover? Would they really be? You know, it's he made a good point, just saying like, would that be one of the bigger issues going on at that very?
I mean,
or would you rather be worrying about, you know, everything that just happened?
I mean, as the resident pessimist of our group, kinda.
Here we go.
Because human beings are kind of shitty.
That's true.
So you know, there's definitely a possibility. But I mean, it's the story they wanted to tell. You know, it's going to be hard, even in real life, to sell Sam Wilson as Captain America. I mean, no, they're. I don't want to say that the world is the same as it was when he became Captain America in the comics, but I mean, time has passed, and we still have people bitching about it. Like, I mean, even after that episode aired, I went like on to the hashtag for the episode, and I was looking at people's comments. And I mean, sprinkled throughout, you'd see that random comment, I'm not going to watch the MCU anymore because Captain America's not supposed to be black. It's like,
well, it's their freaking loss, man.
It's like, calm the fuck down, man. It's who cares? Like, it's literally something that's not real, made for your entertainment. If you're going to bitch about it, just don't watch it. Who the fuck cares? Like, I mean, I knew the route they were going to go. I mean, it's obvious from the end of Endgame that he's going to take up the mantle.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was an enjoyable show. From beginning to end, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, maybe episode, what was it, 5? Like, when they take the shield from Walker and all that, that was kind of slow. But, I mean, they resolved some stuff they had to resolve. That's all that episode really did for. What did you guys think of the outfit, though? Like, when they showed it in episode
accurate.
6.
Hell yeah, accurate.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was cool. I didn't think they were going to go, like, Wakanda making it for him. It was kind of...
Yeah.
Well, Tony Stark's out, though, too. I mean, thinking about who
Tony's
makes
Tony's
what,
gone.
I could only think of Wakanda, you know?
Yeah.
So.
I thought it was great. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm excited to see, you know, with you now mentioning Tony Stark's out. Like, did you guys see the whole billboard thing in LA?
Oh yeah, bring Tony Stark back.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And like I said before, everybody knows I love Iron Man. Like, Iron Man is my favorite superhero, but me personally, I could say right after Endgame, I was like, bring him back. Please, someone needs to bring him back. But now I'm looking at it, and I can't agree with it, because it's like, that would ruin everything from Iron Man 1 all the way to Endgame. Everything that he's been through, his rise, and, you know, his character development and all this and that, it would ruin everything. It'd be worthless.
Yeah, it throws off the arc.
Yeah, and that's what Marvel's known for, is the character development. Like, they can't go backwards with this. Like, this full slate of movies, and then Captain America now, like, they set the standard for everyone to follow, and no one can figure it out. But with bringing Iron Man back, nah, man, that story's over. Done.
Yeah, I'm excited for. Sorry.
I don't mind seeing like flashbacks or.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have some movies that take place, pre fight with Thanos and all that stuff.
Multiverse.
So you're gonna have a
Multiverse
chance.
too.
Yeah, you're gonna have multiverse stuff. You're gonna have a chance to see him again. But the Tony Stark that we know, the one that's been there from Iron Man to the end of Endgame, just let him rest. He did his job. It's all over.
You man, bringing me back in the feels already, man. Come on now. Too soon.
The future looks bright for Marvel. I think. I mean, with that trailer coming out, it has all these movies, and I personally think that they're picking up great from Endgame. Now, there's a lot of things that they have to pick up because Endgame was like to any other. I think any other studio that would have been it. Like you're done seeing these movies forever. But Marvel, of course, is not, and they're probably planning something. They somehow do that. Holy crap, a moly! I don't know.
How can you go big like that though?
I'm waiting to see how they top it because that's the only next thing you can do is top it.
Yeah,
and
I think they're doing that with all the TV shows. I mean, they're plugging in so much that I think job plugging, like they're saying, okay, we know what Endgame did. We, the feelings of it are never going to be the same. Like you'll never be able to see that first time again in theaters, which is super sad to me, but we're going to make it feel, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to make you guys feel for these characters, and boom. The only thing that sucks is like, do we have to wait another 10 years or is there going to be like,
I'll wait. It's okay.
I'll wait another 10 years, man.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine.
The thing that I'm looking forward to in regards to the MCU is the way that these TV shows were like marketed and everything. I thought they were gonna suck, like 100%. I was somebody who was like, man, the TV shows are going to just slow down the momentum for them. They're gonna make everything terrible. They're just gonna be, it's just gonna be Marvel making more money. They're not gonna put any effort into it. And these two shows have blown me away to the point that I can't wait for Loki, but I can't wait for Ms. Marvel at the end of the year. I want to see how the What If series is. I mean, that's not going to be tied to the canon because I mean it's What If, but I still want to see it. Is Blade going to be a show or is it going to be a movie?
Movie.
Okay, because I mean I honestly wouldn't mind a Blade show. Like a movie sounds awesome. I'm up for a movie. But if they decided to come out and be like, yeah, we're gonna make it a show, I'd be like, okay, I'm fine. I'm good with that. I mean, they're supposed to have a Moon Knight show, which I mean, you guys don't even know who that is yet.
Yeah, that comes out in the fall.
But
it's
does it come out this fall?
The guy that plays
already
Star Wars. Yeah, in the fall.
Oh shit!
Oscar Isaac.
I was gonna say, yeah, Oscar Isaac. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even know it was coming out this year. I mean, what they've done with the shows, just it makes me happy that. We're still gonna get our 3 huge Marvel movies every year, but to know that we're gonna have little shows sprinkled throughout, that's awesome. Like I'm completely on board. And the one thing I do want to discuss that I'm not gonna give a spoiler alert for, is the show ended, 3 weeks ago now. Do you guys know what they were kind of setting up at the end of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, with U.S. Agent and with Zemo on the raft, the Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts,
yeah. So, when do you think we're finally going to get that reveal? Like, do you think we're going to get that reveal in a TV show or in a movie? How far away do you think that is?
That's a great question because, I mean, they can set it up, but they still have to, I mean, isn't Justin Hammer part of it too?
AIM is part of it, yeah.
So it's not Hammer then,
it would be Kellyan, but it would be whoever took over AIM now.
Talking about AIM, I know because it's just a fake one, but Shang-Chi looks absolutely fantastic. Go on, but I just wanted to throw that there because it's the 10 rings and the Mandarin and all this other shit. It looks great.
Oh, yeah,
and it goes back to Iron Man too. I mean, it goes back to the first Iron Man.
It's gonna connect. It's gonna connect a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm I'm looking forward to it. And I know you guys are saying already you don't care about Black Widow, but I mean, Thunderbolt Ross is going to be in it, and this is like the one thing that I have like super in my head for Black Widow is, are we going to get, because it was supposed to come out before the shows, so are we going to get like that first?
They came out and said Louis Dreyfus's character.
Her character's what?
Her character was supposed to be introduced in Black Widow. She has some. Yeah.
So I mean, like, are we gonna see like the first instance of something in Black Widow? Because I mean, this is a spoiler, so I mean, if people don't want to know, skip about 15 seconds ahead. But Thunderbolt Ross becomes Red Hulk, and like, is that a possibility that we might see in like a post credits? Or
I don't see it happening in Black Widow yet, just because it would have happened. I just don't see it in Black Widow just because of the fact that when Black Widow happens compared to what else happens, I think we don't see that until later on, because
well, I mean,
it wouldn't make any sense to the timeline.
Ross could have been snapped. I mean, that's the whole thing that I'm thinking. Maybe.
But Black Widow happened, I think,
right before Civil War, right?
It happened right before
after Civil War.
It happens right before Infinity War. Like, it happens like right before, like 3 months before Infinity War.
But even then, I mean, they could. Boom! There it goes.
I say you keep cutting out. I didn't hear.
Sorry,
no, I didn't hear you either.
I said that he could go in, and they could do sort of like an Ant-Man and Wasp thing where he goes and becomes Red Hulk, and then there's the snap, he disappears.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd like to see. I mean, with John Walker, and with Zemo, we already have like the foundation for it. But I would like to see something come of it, at least before the end of next year. Like, because I mean, how did it go with that Marvel trailer? We're supposed to get Black Panther next year, and Multiverse of Madness. We're supposed to get a third thing, right? Or is it Guardians of the Galaxy 3 2023?
Thor,
Love and Thunder. That's right.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's the one.
I feel like we could get like a solid establishment somewhere in there, like in the course of those 3 movies, we could have something solid to where this is the Thunderbolts. They're here, and they might not be the Phase 4 big bad, but they're gonna be like a problem, because I feel like the tease for the Fantastic Four, that might be how Phase 4 ends, or maybe that might be how Phase 5 starts. And whoever the big bad isn't going to be just a Phase 4 villain. They're going to be the complete next arc, like the same way Thanos was for the Infinity Saga. You're probably going to have, I don't know, who do you think is going to be the overarching villain this time? Like, I'm feeling Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah.
Maybe Galactus.
Yep, I concur. Yep.
All right. Well, we talked about Marvel like crazy, so let's move on just a bit and we can get over with this podcast. Did y'all? I know, Steven, you didn't see it because God forbid you see anything other than freaking tits. Your own boobs. Garcia, did you see the new Justice League?
The Snyder Cut?
Yeah. What'd you think?
I thought it was phenomenal.
Thank you. Steven, are you ever going to fucking watch that shit?
You have to watch it. If you haven't watched it, you're missing out, man.
Maybe
you have to watch it.
Maybe I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
You gotta not think of the other Justice League. Yeah. Who was it? Who directed that? Whedon. Josh Whedon.
Yeah, Whedon.
Fucking trash. Fuck him.
I mean,
bring the Snyderverse back.
I wanna just. The whole DCEU is garbage. It is.
I'm Steven, though. We're telling you, this one, really, if Zack Snyder had full control of it, it would be a lot different.
Maybe. I'll tell you what. I'll watch it this weekend when I have time, and we'll talk about it next week. Okay?
There you go.
Okay.
You have time.
If I'm working this weekend, you fuck.
Ooh, nice.
Okay?
Ooh, nice.
Suck my dick.
Way to go.
I don't know. I'm more excited for James Gunn's Suicide Squad. What about since we're talking about HBO Max stuff? Did you guys watch Mortal Kombat?
Well, let's hold on there. Let's talk about. Did you guys watch Godzilla vs. King Kong?
No, I have not watched that yet.
Oh my god!
You know, I was supposed to watch that with my mom and my sister, and they watched it without me. So now I just have to find time to watch it on my own.
It's your problem, not ours. Sorry.
I guess it is.
Sorry, your family doesn't love you.
Yeah, thank you.
Still, damn.
So Garcia, what did you think?
It was fucking epic, man. Like,
yeah,
I don't want to spoil it or anything, but that's it. Like, I thought it was gonna be trash. I really did. Like, why the fuck am I wasting my time watching this? And at the end, I'm like, okay, I want more.
I
want more.
I saw like the last 5 minutes.
Oh well, then fuck you. Dumbass.
Godzilla.
Like I came in and I saw them watching it.
Of course you came in, you fucking homo.
Yeah, you know, be a dick.
All right, so now
you're gaming but not watching these movies. What the hell, man? I need you to balance your time better.
No, what about Mortal Kombat?
I thought Mortal Kombat was good. Can't wait for the second.
Who do you think's gonna play Johnny Cage?
Who's gonna play Johnny Cage?
Yeah.
Have Steve Carell do it. Because for no reason.
I think it's The Miz from WWE. I think he would be a fantastic choice.
Just have a wrestler do it. But I mean, it'd be funny to have somebody that you don't expect, like just somebody off the wall.
Who's the guy that plays Hawkeye?
Have him come in. Have Renner play him. Fucking have. In that case, just have Jim Gaffigan fucking dress up as Johnny Cage, just to have him do it. Fucking just. He'd be cracking jokes like the whole time. That's pretty Johnny Cage, you know.
Nah, see, I think The Miz. I think he'd fit it perfectly.
I feel like that's a good show. I really hope they bring Kano back. That was sad.
He carried that movie.
Oh, he did, man. He was fucking hilarious.
Carried it.
I just want everybody to know real quick that Denver is beating New York 37-14, and Jokic had 24 points in the first quarter.
Oh shit! I thought you were fucking talking about baseball for a second. I was like, what? I was like, fucking the Rockies have 37 runs.
How did I say Nuggets versus Knicks?
You said Denver, okay? You said Denver versus Knicks. You said Denver versus New York.
No, I said Denver versus Knicks, and I said Jokic has 24 points, and somehow I said you're fucking you suck ass.
Okay, that may be, but you know, fuck you.
Nah, fuck you.
Fuck you. I don't know what else to talk about. I think this has been a long enough episode.
This has been a very long welcome back episode. So, everybody, thank you for tuning in. If you've made it this far, we really appreciate it. We want to thank Garcia for randomly joining. We will have him long because he is very fun to talk to, and we like to make fun of him, as everybody can see, because he likes men and he lover. There's nothing wrong with that, though. 2021. There's nothing wrong with putting a long schlong down your throat. So far,
and you're gonna never mind. You're gonna be a dad, right?
Yeah, and you're
I'm
your daddy already. I'm your daddy already.
We talked about it at the beginning.
Yeah,
you weren't here.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You weren't here.
I'm already your daddy, so it doesn't matter.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's pivot from that. We'll come back. We'll wrap around.
Oh, wrap around me with that big old stomach, Steven. Oh, I do.
I said I don't want it. You know how much this sucks when it gets hot outside.
It's so fucking sweaty underneath.
Like, dude, the folds get stuck to each other if I sit here too. Like I'll stand.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Like I'll stand up and I have to like physically separate them.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever.
You wanted to make the fat joke. You get the fucking disgusting part of it, you dick. So fuck you. You brought that upon yourself.
Not that picture.
Yep, you totally did. You want to make the fat joke? I'm gonna fucking scar you.
Oh,
so suck it. Fuck off.
close this out, Steven. Jesus Christ.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We really do appreciate you coming by and listening to the podcast, regardless of how terrible and horrifying it may have been. You can find us on Twitter at MostIsOkayest. You can also listen to us on Spotify, Anchor, and a number of other platforms. You can also go ahead and follow Tyler on Twitter. What is your Twitter handle, my good sir?
I really appreciate you not knowing my Twitter handle. What a great friend, bitch. At Tyler Hulk 12.
And on Instagram.
No matter, dick.
I know what they are. I just want you to talk.
I don't need to talk. I've talked enough. It's Tyler Hulk, Ty Hulk 12, not Tyler Hulk. It's Ty Hulk 12.
Okay. And you can also follow Garcia. I don't know. Do you have a Twitter, Garcia? You want to plug yourself in?
I do, but I don't use it.
Jesus Christ, Garcia. You
Hey, man.
fuck.
I have a fucking life. You fucking hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we know how.
Yeah, fuck off.
All right. And you can follow me on Twitter at HollyJollyGamer, Instagram at HollyJollyGamer. Now on TikTok, I don't care. Fucking send me cool videos. I don't give a shit.
You're on TikTok now? Holy shit.
He's fucking gay. He's sitting there
YouTube.
talking so much shit about TikTok, and he's like, "I'm on TikTok now.
You can follow
Let me
me on
watch all the
Twitch.
videos so I can jerk off to him."
Yeah, because I'm totally jerking off to Call of Duty videos. You never know, it might be.
You speak the truth.
I do.
Hey,
But no.
Are we gonna play that here later? Because I really want to play that.
I was gonna say
Are y'all?
we can
Y'all
play.
need to
We
let me
can
know.
we can play Warzone right after this. It's fine. We can do that.
I have dinner to cook.
You know, Garcia, Jesus, be a fucking American and order a cheeseburger. Fucking grub.
That's disgusting. I'm not eating that.
Have the driver lick your butt. I couldn't
Right in
get to
front of
the
you.
sentence.
I want to see the. I want to videotape the driver licking your buns. Garcia.
Alrighty. That's my cue to get the fuck out of here.
Yep, that's the cue to end the podcast. Thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next week. Peace.